Hey everyone. I hope you've had a splendid day, a splendid week, wherever you are that you have been able to see this video. I hope it has been splendid, and I want to let you know that you are amazing. So whatever your emotions are, however you're feeling, you are amazing. So I'm just going to share something really quick. So where I am right now is a part of our family mini getaway, something we are, what's the word do I want to use? We are intentional in getting away with the children and exploring with them and exposing them to things that they rather not. And so, with our eldest, which would be the heart behind our Amazing Kids magazine and the one that we'll focus on today in this chat at JB Crème, there wasn't opposition. It's like, bruh, I do not want to come on this trip, teenagers. But here's what I do know is that it is important for family connection. It's important for getting away. It's important to be to them what they don't know that they need. And so the heart behind each of the magazine releases that we'll be doing, it's all about being an awe maker for our kids, for kids in our space, just being that awe maker and going an extra step and seeing a child behind who that child is. And so let's get into it. J.B. Crème, a fictional character, but a representation, an echo of children who have been left behind, of this migration that, yeah, it's normal. Migration is normal. Of course it's normal. But there are things that we don't want to miss, things that we want to fill that gap in. And I think this is what we want to do with this magazine, fill in gaps, give dialogue, start conversations. So for our eldest, Jeanette, as I said, the echo of, sorry, JB Crème is the echo of children that have been left behind. But I use Jeanette, and I will use all my children and all the releases of the magazine of her being a child of migrant parents. I am a migrant, her father's a migrant, and we had different experience of migrations, and it has brought this purpose on to have this conversation. And so something I'm fully aware of also with our children is that, like the barrels that get sent back home, they are like, okay, I'm not here to be with you, but here are some things that are going to help set you up for school, for the year, and just the remittances, right? And something I want to make sure I'm cognizant of is that I'm reminding them that when we give you gifts, that is not the entirety of our love. It's a little piece of our love, and I never want them to get that mixed up. Not now, not in the future, not with future friendships or relationships. That things are not the entirety of what somebody can give you, and that's a representation of love, right? It has to be more than that. There has to be the conversations, the discussions, the check-ins. And so JB Crème, she was that barrel child, the child that was left behind, the child that got the remittance, the things in the barrel. And while she did join her family later on in life, there was a whole life that started without her. She had two siblings that she never met at the time she met her, at the time she reunited with her family, and a brother that she was disconnected from because her parents took her younger brother with them because it's easier to take the youngest. So while life was continue on, JB Crème still had a life to also continue on, but there was still a gap, there was still a hole within her. So how often are kids feeling a gap? How often are they feeling a little bit of disconnection? And while we may not get it right all the time, my goal is to, even if they push me away or don't want to, my goal is to still try to be there, to connect, and to making sure we're creating a real family bond, a strong bond with each and every one of them, whether they want to or not. So there's so much to dissect and so much to unlayer, but this is one of those magazines. This first edition is been a work in the making, and we are so glad that we are on course 4. Course 5 is to come for educators and parents, and what we are hoping people will come along this journey with us. Either you want to join our Awe Maker experience, so check out the website, or you want to have your child make a submission to the magazine for the upcoming additions, which is VIP, Tony V. Then we have Nate Nova, Nate Nova, who is representing the 1.5 generation. I'll talk about all these descriptions, what they mean, but they mean something. And then we have, who do we have? We have Royalty, and she's going to be representing, what is she going to be representing? The Cinderella effect. So all of these things have name. We just haven't put names to them and have the conversation about them. So bye.